This is the speaking test for the International English Language Testing System conducted by Innovative Center. The center number is UZ050. The test of the speaking days is 16th of March 2024. The candidate name is Kamrambek Isoev. The candidate number is 850323. Examiner's name is Kamrambek Jalilov and examiner's number is 189501. Good afternoon. My name is Kamrambek Jalilov. Could you please tell me your full name?
Yeah, it's Kamrambek Isoev.
And how shall I call you?
Just Kamrambek.
Can you tell me where you're from?
I'm from Samarkand. I live in Uzbekistan.
Thank you. Now, in this part of the test, I would like to ask some questions about yourself. So let's first of all talk about your hometown. Could you please describe your hometown?
Sure, I'm from Samarkand. This is one of the largest cities here in Uzbekistan. And one of the key features of my hometown is that it contains the mix of both ancient buildings and modern skyscrapers.
Thank you. And do you think Samarkand is a very nice place for youngsters to live in?
I wouldn't say so because of the lack of opportunities. I mean, in terms of education and in terms of job opportunities, there is a shortage that is quite small problem for most of the youngsters here in Uzbekistan.
Would you like to move to a different hometown in the future?
Yeah, I have some plans to move abroad in order to start my career and build my own business. And I wouldn't say that Samarkand is one of the great places to do so, but the launch will be abroad. However, I will continue it here in Samarkand.
Thank you. Let's move on and talk about noise. So what is the noise that you can hear where you live?
Well, from my office, the place where I work, usually the construction noise is one of the terrible noises that I can hear these days because there's the bridge construction going on here in Samarkand, and unfortunately it becomes very noisy, and especially because of the rush hour in the morning and in the afternoon.
Thank you. Speaking of loud noise, do you listen to the loud music?
Yes, I do, because it helps me concentrate. As sometimes because of this noise about the construction, the music helps me focus on the things that I can't. Yeah.
Do you think it's morally okay for people to make noise in public places?
Well, it depends on the type of the noise that I make. I mean, if the people are swearing on the phone, talking loudly to the people, to their friends, or joking, I guess it's ethically not accepted.
Why?
Because people feel strange by hearing all that personal attitude, those swearing words, and generally jokes that most people don't understand and still take them personal. I guess it's not that appropriate.
Thank you. Let's move on and talk about maps. So do you use maps?
Yes, I do, because I'm a traveler, and as soon as I move to another city to travel or visit some sightseeing, I have to use them.
And are you good at reading maps?
I'm not, but I have my GPS, I mean online maps available on the phone, and even if you don't have any knowledge of reading maps, you can still make a use of them.
Would you like to put a map on the wall of your living room, let's say?
I actually have one, but I have the map of Uzbekistan, and I would put the world map because I want to explore more about the capitals of the world and so on.
And if you went on a holiday, would you like to take a map with you?
Yes, the paper maps have always been interesting for me because still exploring those small details, the names, the ancient places is very exciting, I would say, but generally taking a map, it will be very useful. Yeah.
Thank you. Now, in this part of the test, I'm going to give you a topic and I would like you to talk about it from 1 to 2 minutes. Before you start, you will have some time to think about what you're going to say and you can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yeah, sure.
Here's some paper and a pencil for you for making notes. Here's your topic. I would like you to talk about an area of science that interests you. All right. Now, please remember that you have for this up to 2 minutes. I will tell you when your time is up.
Sure.
Could you start speaking now?
Well, the field of science that I've decided to talk about will be about information technology, and to be more precise, it will be about artificial intelligence. Well, generally in 2024, the advancements in technologies and generally the artificial intelligence has become very popular with the introduction of ChatGPT in 2023, and generally the importance of programming is crucial today. But my interest in coding has started 3 years ago when I was a volunteer in one of the local airlines called Atlanta Air. I was working in the back end as the coder, providing all the reports of the tickets and so on. That has become one of the key aspects that really gave me the interest and a true motivation to start coding, and my first interest in the sphere of artificial intelligence. But why I decided to become more interested and make the further research in this sphere is because of my uncle. He was the first person to tell me that in the nearest future, like in 3 or 4 years, there will be the introduction of the artificial intelligence, and you have to be ready in order to build your career and so on. But unfortunately, all of those dreams and plans of my uncle have been left behind, as unfortunately he passed away. And since then, I have set a goal for myself that all of the dreams and all of the plans for the businesses of my uncle will become true, but by my side. And I have taken them as the purpose, as a mission for myself, by provoking even more interest in this sphere of artificial intelligence and learning more about this field. Right now, I have been making my own research in this field by writing a university paper. And in the nearest future, I'm gonna launch my first startup, a business that will be mainly connected with the business of my uncle, Atlanta Air, the airlines, and at the same time with the teaching process.
Thank you. Can I have the paper and
Sure.
pencil back, please? So we've been talking about an area of science that interests you. Now, I would like to discuss one or two more general questions related to it. So let's talk about science and technology and research. So what do you think the role of research is when it comes to technological and scientific progress?
Well, I guess the role of generally the science itself is crucial in 21st century, because in order to make news, in order to show results to the public, I guess it's very crucial, first of all, to introduce the science, and to get the results of this field. I guess there has to be the role of the research, and it's very crucial, I guess, especially in 21st century.
Thank you. And speaking of science, what do you think are the qualities that are very essential for a successful scientist?
Motivation, consistency, and patience, because what really drives a real scientist is, first of all, the trigger, and the motivation can play this role while starting any project, because scientists sometimes they do multitasking by starting several projects at once, and in order to move on in each of them, they need to have a strong motivation. Plus the consistency in order to continue each plan as it has been written, I guess it's very crucial. And of course, persistence, I guess it's very important, because in case if they don't get any results, by being patient and silent, waiting without getting paid, without sleeping, those all sleepless nights, I guess will...
How do you think scientists must be rewarded for the job that they do?
I wouldn't say that financial reward is something that they're waiting for, because most of the scientists, they have another trigger that can be a Nobel Prize, for example. One of the key features of the motivation of all the scientists, or getting another reward that can be, for example, an Oscar for actors or actress, but still making a new research and making a discovery, I guess, can be awarded only with the help of these kinds of awards and prizes.
Let's talk about impact of government on scientific research. So in what ways do you think governments or institutions can support and encourage scientific research or initiatives?
I guess that will be by creating more employment opportunities for youngsters. I mean, most of the scientists, they are not in the need of financial support, because most of them are still supported financially by some local businesses, so they still have enough finances. But I would say that one of the key features that they lack, I mean, the support that they need, is from the side of employability. I mean, they don't have enough team members, they don't have enough colleagues, so universities and government can launch new science programs, like 1 million Uzbek coders. We had a project recently in Uzbekistan. Why not?
Thank you. And do you believe scientific research should be conducted by government or private organizations?
It depends. I guess, first of all, it depends on the financial side, because even if the government wants to launch their own financial project, but sometimes they lack financial support. But even if they have financial support, they don't have enough motivation for this. However, if the private businesses, they have particular purpose of launching a new project that is somehow connected with science, I guess it would be better if they, I mean the businesses themselves, started doing this rather than the government.
So in your opinion, who is more responsible for scientific research?
The responsibility mainly relies on the shoulders of the private businesses, as they have a particular purpose. However, government have other duties like supporting the well-being and the health of their society, education, hospitals, and so on. However, the science is something that really requires a lot of attention, resources, energy, and money.
Thank you very much. This is the end of the speaking
Thank you.
test. Goodbye.